Hi, hi, hi. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I was under impression it's 5 o'clock.
Oh, no, no. Okay. So they'll go live, then we will start. One sec.
Okay. You are? I
We are live.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Outlook's live coverage
Yeah,
of
fine.
the. Sorry.
carry on. Carry.
Yeah. Welcome back to Outlook's live coverage of the assembly elections in Telangana. So as we are seeing that there is a tide in favor of the Congress. I think as of 3 p.m. Congress is leading in 64 seats and BRS in 41. So this video will particularly focus on how important the women voters are, especially in Telangana, and considering that we've also seen many parties announcing guarantees and promises for women. So we are joined by Sujata Surepalli. She is the Dean Faculty of Social Sciences at Satvahana University in Telangana, and she also now leads the Dalit Women's Collective. And she's one of the founders of the she's one of the founders of the Telangana Joint Action Committee for Women. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us. So, beginning with the first question. So, this in Telangana, for the first time, we saw women voters outnumbering the number of male voters. And not just in this election, but even in previous elections, many parties have gone to great lengths to promise many welfare programs and guarantees for women. So, considering that you also contested as part of the Bahujan Samaj Party in 2018, do you think these welfare promises actually change the way women vote?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me in. The idea of confining women to welfare schemes itself is very patriarchal to me because kind of a charity and you give them something, which is the flaw, for the concept and the thinking pattern itself. So from I think 82 onwards, when the trend has changed, that reduce the gas cylinder prices, you give them something. Now after Telangana, we have Batkama saris, right? So all this giving and taking and widow pensions and this Paula Vaddi, what we call low interest rates of women. It's there. It was there, and I don't think that is the factor for winning the elections in any time because you are saying that you are a vote bank, right? So we are always a vote bank from whatever party, whatever ideology, and whoever is leading, whether women is leading or a man is leading. So that is on. I don't think that makes a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while we don't have the exact numbers as to how women voted for this election, what do you observe around you? Like, is there sort of disgruntlement with the BRS? Because when I traveled across Telangana, I did find that a lot of the women voters, one of the main complaints they had was they did not get benefits from the 2 BHK housing scheme of KCR government. So, have you noticed anything like that?
After the self-help groups formation, when women have started speaking about what they want, but they do not know that the taste of political power, you can become the party of the decision making, part of the decision making. But this last couple of elections, they are opening their mouth when they want money, right? So that itself, I call it a very ignorant way of women, whoever it is, the marginalized sections I represent, I come from. Because we are kept aside that these elections are not going to benefit me directly. So only during the elections, people come and offer something and I should get benefit of it. So yes, women are definitely talking. And now this Telangana government, particularly after the competitive exams, group 1 exams cancelling, postponing, cancelling, actually it did attract a section of girls and women. And also of course, double bedrooms and these Dalit Bandhus. Dalit Bandhu, the major critic is most of them went to men only. So when the question comes to the distribution, whether it's a house or a family or your own sarpanch level, you're not given that priority to decide what you want. So definitely these elections, the Dharani kind of schemes and these bandhus and Kalyana Lakshmi, most of the places we saw that people are manipulating with Aadhaar cards and reducing the age, and it is leading to child marriage. And in no way this 1 lakh rupees are going to help benefit. So instead, for last couple of years, we are saying that you invest that money into the girl child education instead of this Kalyan Lakshmi Shadi Mubarak and all. So definitely these designed welfare schemes are also not directly reaching. And of course, yes, a lot of land is corporatized, and that Podu land in the tribal areas, women are questioning, and definitely at least questioning, if not there. I don't like to see them as because they are getting the welfare schemes and they are changing the vote pattern. No, they are always been like that. And sometimes some places they are asking, yeah.
Okay. And do you think this would change if we had more women at the helm of the government? Like, obviously Telangana, like many other states, has not had a women-led government. So if there were more women in power, how do you believe these things would change?
See, definitely, when this 33% reservation thing has come, every political party was taking this side or that side. But if you see the election thing, nobody has given 33% to women. That itself shows that you are just a mockery when it comes to the women's question. The second thing is, until at least this 33% is there in academics, in employment, in there, you can see, you are seeing a couple of women like me or somebody else. Definitely affirmative reservation and a percentage of vote must be given, and then only women can come into power. If you leave it to the people and their own understanding that no, women should come, and that will not happen. Unless women take majority positions, key positions, then it is very difficult to think about any kind of a change. And even if you see which women will come, if you see the BJP, Nirmala Sitharaman will speak, Sonia Gandhi will speak, or if you see, except BSP, so Cynthia, all that. The privileged women who enjoyed the power, they will only speak, and I'm afraid that if they can represent the marginalized sections. But definitely all these things should be considered when we talk about women and their representation and their understanding and their feminist politics and the equality as a base. All these counts. Yeah.
And ma'am, lastly, like you also mentioned, this is the first series of elections we're seeing after the women's reservation bill was passed. And even though we know it's not going to come into effect until, I don't know, 2029 or whatever, but all three parties, BRS, BJP, and the Congress, did back the bill, except maybe MIM did not back it. But we still do not see the intent of giving women tickets to contest. How do you think that can change? Like, what changes should be made? Because are women, like, do they need more resources to understand how to contest in an election, or like such basic level changes need to be made first before anything else?
See, first of all, the nature and thinking of political parties should change. So political parties, Kanshiram says, is man, media, mafia kind of a thing. This concept should, first of all, women should be given a priority. And even in the family level, we always think that if there are political parties, they should be led by men, and only women are voters. So even I come from universities, very traditional courses are given to women. first of all, that politics are for women, also for women at least. Not
Yeah.
this thinking pattern attitude should change, number one. Number two, or you know just giving few votes who listen to us will not solve the problem. Now we have women. What is happening whenever the cylinder prices are more, onion prices are more, tomato prices are more, they come to streets and they sit and do dharnas. So these kind of, even if you have women in your parties, how you are treating and where you are giving them. Otherwise, you can see if there is another, caste calculations, they bring women into the picture. So first of all, politics, the nature of politics should change. The vote bank politics should change. Instead of giving welfare schemes to women, they should take women into the decision making positions and give them. Why don't we have sports clubs for women? Why don't we have certain literally clubs for women? If you see any, except women's commission, you don't see any women leading the even the set commissions, right?
Yeah.
So India is a very typical country that we have caste factor, we have religious factor, we have class factor here, and also the regional representation. Somebody should come from Kashmir, somebody from Northeast. These are all, one should have a greater vision, based on Ambedkar already said, that vision constitution, what we have written, that should come into the practice, the dignity factor, equality, liberty, all this, fraternity, sisterhood, brotherhood, everything we should see. In fact, in Telangana, one leading feudal caste power is shifted to another leading feudal caste from Belmas to Reddis. I
Yeah.
don't think how it's going to benefit women at all. But
Mm.
definitely, we are thinking that there will be a negotiation. There will be some bargain, and entire every section and sector is looking for a
Yeah.
change from the last 10 years. So Telangana has, I don't know, other states has Telangana women participated in armed struggles. Telangana, we have, women into the politics from then onwards. Telangana women are into the movements, social movements, literary movements. So here the women's section is quite active, but unfortunately, whoever is active, there is a repression. People like me, we all are facing so much of repression. So there should be a space for voice out what women are thinking. So at least if that space is there, most of the women will come out, and we are asking for more educational opportunities. We are asking for more support systems for women due to gurukulas and social welfare, BC welfare, minority welfare schools. Now we have so many women are coming up. Now the 75% women are reported in higher education in Telangana, where I come from. So my university is the largest population of women. So women are coming to higher education, professional education, but they don't have any support systems. Even basic 10,000, 20,000 rupees are not able to, bear it. So we have to increase the opportunities though there. The women will automatically come in. We don't need a charity then. So then the atrocities are high on Dalits as well as women in Telangana. So no political party addressed and spoke about this. So these were the social issues. Only if this party is giving 2,000 widow pension, that party is giving 2,500, and we are not looking for widow pensions and single women pensions. Unfortunately, due to liquor policy, more number of widows have increased multifold in last 10 years. So your own other policies, you want a revenue from the liquor, but you are increasing more widows from the other side, more violence on the women, more atrocities and sexual abuse on women and child, just because you are liquor policy. So how, and each policy when you are designing, how it's going to affect when you are corporatizing and selling the lands, government lands, then what happens to the women who are single, who are dependent on agriculture, because we are not educated, and women are not given that much, social life to come out and do entrepreneurship. I see only few business class women are coming up now. The first question is educational opportunities should be increased, safety and security, and there should be a more amount to be given to the women who want to make careers in different fields. And also, every political party, right from their youth wings, from their gully to Delhi, what you call, they should increase the women's number. At least, if forget about 50%, at least you make sure of 33% of all representatives. And every time I think that I look for all political parties' agendas that, oh, women's atrocities are increasing. Do they talk about, do they have any vision for the women? No, they only have all these welfare things. This welfare is very, very outdated, and even there is still a lot of corruption in, implementing the welfare schemes. They are needed, of course. I don't say no. It is the responsibility of government. At the same time, now we don't have government schools. I always say, being an activist, if there is no government school, there's no girl child education. Definitely no. So if you don't have schools and universities, public places and public, and you don't have jobs at all in the public sector, how many you think that we corporate software jobs women are really, especially from marginalized, will be eligible? So definitely women should be there to bring about the change in the politics. And unless you have women in the power, who have, not just number, but who have, empathy, and who understand the politics of women, then only you can think of some change. It's a long way to go.
Yeah. But do you believe this change in government is a good step in that direction?
Definitely, every government we hope, every time we hope that the coming government, the Congress has, I think I worked during the Congress period also, at least that time we were able to do social movements on at least protests and dharnas, and now central level and state level, we lost even dharna chowks. We don't have even places. So definitely, I think Congress is some hope. And if they give, well, at least they are listening to us. At least they have changed some manifesto, some points they have included, education thing they have included, and we are hoping, yeah, we are hoping.
Yeah. Well, yeah, hope is, I think, what is there. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining. And I hope to catch up with you soon again about this. Please stay tuned to Outlook for more live coverage of the assembly elections. Thank you so much.